Hello, welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is Gerkinman. This is Dead Space. This is the second last episode of Dead Space. We're going to go look for some alternate solutions on the flight deck, according to the little thing here. So, I guess I'll just let it load. There we are. Much better.
Mr. Clark, I'm approaching the shuttle hangar. You must find your way to the cargo bay. The marker, it's being stored in there. There's a cargo loading lift there you can use to deliver the marker up to the hangar. Please, you must help me with this. It's the only way.
Well, I guess if it's the only way. Oh. Well, that's not a very good start. Alright, we've only got 50 ammo for this. Oh jeez, we're not in a good way. I kind of forgot where we were at last time. Where we were at, actually I'm going to walk slowly through here because I get the feeling this shit's going to jump out and fucking kill me. Especially after seeing that guy jump up into the vents in front of us. Just to put us on edge. So how's everyone doing today? Is everyone doing pretty good? Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. There's someone honking their horn. I'm just going to pick that up and throw that. Once it's good on there, well, I guess since that door's locked, that's not a bad idea. So yeah, this is the second last episode. I'm excited. This is a pretty good chunk of the game here. I'm definitely more of a fan of what's in this stage than the final stage. It's not that the last stage is particularly bad, but I'll get into my reasons for why I'm my problems with it in the next episode. Although this episode here, there are some extremely difficult combat situations in this. Oh fuck! And that's the start of them right there. Oh crap! And now we got these guys as well. Oh, it's all going wrong. Everything that could be going wrong is most certainly going on. Oh, at least I thought he exploded open. Did he not? I mean, I'm really glad if he didn't. Oh, shit. Oh, man. I honestly thought I was out of the blast radius then. Apparently not. Oh, well, he's dead now. Didn't do too much damage. I guess we were far enough away to not have to worry about it. So, there's a few different ways of tackling this little part here. So basically we're going to be activating a thing which will get the marker going. But there's actually a series of... yeah, you retrieve that cargo. You can actually... each time you hit one of these switches, basically, it activates a set of monster closets. Monster closets, for those of you who don't know, I don't know if I've spoken about it in previous episodes. I know I've mentioned it, but I haven't explained what it actually is for those not in the know. Monster closet is when you trigger an event, basically. And by triggering that event, enemies will like burst out. So you can hear their screaming now. So now that that voiceover is finished and the marker's up here, you can see these guys have suddenly started appearing. That's the monster closet. That's the trigger. That is the trigger in the game that has activated these enemies coming on. They won't come in before you do that, and they won't come out after that. It's only exactly then. So, it's very, very easy in this part, and I have done it in the past, to accidentally trigger all of these, like, to happen at once. By moving the... Oh jeez, I forgot about this thing. By moving that marker, it actually triggers... triggers all these guys to come out in full force. And that's why there's so much ammunition around here, which is obviously very advantageous. I'm going to change my weapon, though. Because I am in a spot of bother. Let's see if we can take care of these guys a little bit easier. There we go. This gun... Oh, I thought I had more. Didn't have it loaded. Well, that's unfortunate. One shot with that thing takes those guys out pretty easily. You can see because in the last episode we actually upgraded my health. I actually got out of that pretty well. But yes, the monster closet. So actually dragging around that marker past certain positions triggers more creatures like that guy to show up. And it's very easy when you first start this level on your first time, before you realize that that's how it actually works. This guy is still, he's trying to get to me. Don't give him a need for effort. Take care of this tentacle thing. It's very easy to just like grab that marker and start dragging it willy-nilly without realizing that you're actually causing yourself more problems than you're solving. These things will absolutely nail us if we don't take them out. Come on. I guess... No? I'm not sure if there's one or if there's multiple. I can't quite remember. But they only trigger when you're a certain distance from them. There we go. Oh, crap. Let's try that again. This is not a great weapon for fast-moving enemies, evidently. Oh, apparently not. Alright, let's try this guy. So yeah, no, there's lots of crates down there. This obviously didn't... Yeah, come on, just let me shoot you and take you out. No one wants to watch you puppy on that for like 10 minutes. Just go down. Everyone will be much happier if you just go away. Let's see if I missed any ammunition in here. I didn't, but there is a power node that I missed. Power nodes are always worth picking up. Now, there we go. I think it was just the one of those, but I'm not entirely certain. I guess I'll know soon enough. But yeah, so by dragging this thing around, which I think I did in my last playthrough actually, I just grabbed it and started just dragging it all the way through. I kept hitting all these triggers and all of a sudden there were like literally about 30 enemies in here. And I actually survived. So yeah, as I said, now I've pulled that and now we've got more enemies coming in. So yeah, when you meet certain areas of that track, that's what causes them to come out. So yeah, it's one of those things where on repeat playthroughs, well, I guess even on repeat playthroughs, you can still make that mistake because obviously I did it in the past. But it certainly makes it out once you're aware of it. It's definitely something worth keeping in mind. Oh, please don't explode open. Oh, he was full of those guys. I didn't notice that. I never actually noticed that those little babies actually come out of that thing. Something new. I like learning new things. But yeah, once you understand how this part of the game works, it's actually pretty easy. But yeah, first time through, guaranteed you'll just keep dragging that thing and you'll just keep triggering these guys to keep pouring out and you're going to have a horrible time. Oh, another one of these? Oh. Might help if I actually aim properly. Let's come on, take care of business. There we go. So I think there's another one down here. I think there's another tentacle actually behind me by the sounds of it. Yep, there he is. And almost dead. That's obviously not ideal. I guess those things just keep spawning by the looks of it. I didn't know that. I never picked up on that before. Interesting. And there we go, that's that part taken care of. That wasn't so bad. Now we can get the hell out of here.
The marker is in the hangar bay. Now you can load it into the shuttle. Hurry!
I am gonna hurry because, holy shit, there are guys coming out of the woodwork here now. And, well, oh, yeah. While I could hang around and fight them all, I think I'd rather just run away like a coward. Thankfully, these guys can't really climb walls. Actually, I'm going to use the other one just in case. And I'm pretty sure there might actually be guys on the other side of the wall here. No, there wasn't. Well, that's good. Whew, so I'm a little, my heart's racing a little bit. Not quite as much as Isaac's is, but it's got me going a little. I'm just going to come back out to the tram for a second. Now, because trams are always safe zones, except for that one earlier in the game, so you can just come here and use this node to upgrade something. We'll see what we've got left. Okay. These are only for the capacity, so we've got everything we need out of that particular weapon. Now, more damage on the... Let's up the reload speed on our line gun. This is actually going to be my first time fighting the final boss without the... Oh look, we have to come back out here anyway. First time fighting the final boss without the assault rifle, so that's going to be interesting. You'll understand why that's interesting when we get up to it soon enough. Well, sort of soon. We'll see how long this takes me. I don't think this chapter's going to be particularly long, actually. It should be a pretty short episode compared to the last one. The last one was 47 minutes, but I guess I did die a few times. But, yeah, for some reason I always remember this chapter really well and exactly what you need to do. It's pretty straightforward, I suppose. And put you in some pretty memorable situations. So out there is a door, so what's in here? Just some ammunition. Another bathroom. This game's all about bathrooms. Bathrooms are pretty important, I suppose, even in space. And yeah, at the end of the next episode I'll be announcing what the following game will be after this. And also the future plans for this this series, which is going to be going through... well, I'll explain it in the next one, obviously. I don't want to be talking about it now in this, because we're here in the now. Getting whatever ammunition we can. So you might remember this area. It looks very similar to where we were at the beginning of the game. Now I wonder why that might be. Can anyone tell me? Does anyone want to put up their hands and tell me why this might look like the same area as the start of the game? Right down to the fact that we have a quarantine going off. Oh, hello. These guys aren't so great. Oof. Ooh, everywhere. Gotta move around a little more, Dan. Not fast enough, I'm afraid. Oh, another one? Jesus Christ. I forgot how many guys I really poured through this room. And I think the reason they can't afford to put so many onto you in this room is because it's actually really small. So not only is it a terrifying environment to be stuck in because it's absolutely tiny, but it also means the game doesn't have to render too much. It's a really small environment. There's not a whole lot it has to keep track of in terms of rendering. So I find usually when you are getting attacked by like large groups, it does tend to be in, you know, relatively small environments.
I'm going to dock the shuttle. Got to be careful now. Careful.
It's very similar to where we started the game. It's not the exact same entrance, but it's basically just another flight deck.
I'm bringing the shuttle down now. The automated loading controls aren't responding. You'll have to shut down gravity in the hangar bay, and then manually bring the marker directly beneath the shuttle.
Oh goody. What could possibly go wrong there? Wow, we've got a lot of stasis. Okay, so yeah, obviously this is, it's like poetry, it rhymes. You know, this is where you start the game, and even though you finish this part of the game in a very similar looking spot, it's not the exact same place, obviously. It's enough to give you that sense of, like a circle, everything comes around full circle. I think that's the saying that I'm looking for. And I think that's very much a deliberate thing. Some people might look at it as reusing assets a little cheaply. I personally think it works in a narrative sense. And we're about to enter zero gravity, which is always fun. Let's get down there, shall we? This is actually a pretty fun little bit here. I notice there's a lot of gas canisters laying around. That's always a good sign that there's going to be some fun combat. I do like these anti-gravity physics, actually. I haven't really pointed these out. I don't know if the game's using Havoc or not, but the way stuff bounces around. I don't know that it's necessarily realistic, but it's certainly entertaining. Oh! Exploded that son of a bitch. There are guys everywhere. And thankfully, like I said, lots of these things around. Just for that little extra. Oh, two in one place. Oh, he's not dead yet. Now he is. I do love the sound that the babies make when they die. That's screaming. Screaming's beautiful. They don't do so well with the damage output of this gun now that it's upgraded, though. Okay, let's grab this. Hello! So that's the end of them for now. Of course, that's not going to be the last of the enemies we're seeing here, because that would be too easy at this point of the game. Something I don't understand is like how the marker got on its side here. I guess it's not really important. It happened during the machine's transition, I suppose, while I was moving it around, but whatever, I guess. Drag the son of a bitch in here. Some very, very basic puzzle solving here. I can't do that, but what I can do is turn this. It's kind of an awkward sort of system in here. Once again, this is going to act as a sort of event trigger for some enemy encounters, because, well, not the first one, I believe it's the second one that works that way. It's a pretty standard way of doing it. It's a way of breaking up the action, I suppose. I wish I actually knew more about that sort of like side of game design in terms of pacing and things, because it's obviously quite effective in this context. I've had it happen in other games, not that I can think of any offhand. It's certainly a very common way of doing things. But it can make things a little bit predictable at times, because you kind of know, like, oh, if I press this switch, something's going to jump out at me. I guess that's something that Doom 3 was very, this guy's a little bit tougher. It's going to take more than one of those canisters to take him out, but hey, you dropped me some health, so I'm not going to complain too much. There's another one of these sons of bitches. You know what? Oh. I didn't realize I didn't have stasis charged up. Oh, man. This guy is taking all my ammunitions on board. Where did he just go? Why is this stuck? Got stuck off camera. Oh shit. It's kind of like, oh god, if I use this here, it's gonna really hurt me. That sucked. Oh, there we go. This is more like it. Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Alright, now let's get this thing under the ship. Like I said, it was actually pretty easy to take these guys out along here. Nothing too crazy. Actually, before I forget about it... Oh. It's one of these guys here, sorry. Definitely gonna want to take care of these guys. It is kind of annoying to me how you can't really do much damage to those guys until they launch their tentacles. Like, I understand it from a gameplay perspective, but just like from a logical standpoint, it really bugs me. Like, why? Unless they're supposed to have like really hard skin or something, but even then, it just doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, so that's that taken care of.
Okay, it's in position. Still having trouble with these damn loading controls. Isaac, restore gravity to the room. I should be able to load the marker then.
Gladly, sir. Enough of this anti-gravity business. Gravity reactivated, doesn't it? There we go. I like the way when you exit zero gravity, the railings actually come back up. So that's good world building and world design there.
It's on board. Please come and join me. Together we can stop this hive mind. We can end this nightmare at last.
Sure, man, I'm coming. I'm coming to be with you right now. I'd love to spend my future, like, ending this hive mind nonsense. You seem like a pretty legit guy for a crazy person, at least. I have no reason not to trust you.
Over here! Hurry! There's no time to waste. Let's do it!
This happened. Huh? What?
Where are you going?
What the fuck? Who the fuck taking my ship? God damn it. I'm gonna get you. Oh.
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't let him go through with it. I suppose I should thank you for finding the marker. We even managed without help from the USM Valor. Thank you for helping me find him, by the way. My department's been looking for this place for a long time. See what Kind didn't know was? It was the government's mess to begin with. This whole planet is one big experiment. The marker? This divine relic? Made by man, They reverse engineered it a couple of hundred years ago from the real marker, a true alien artifact recovered on Earth. So they dug it up, studied it, and they made it their own. Then they brought it to Aegis 7 and activated it. And you've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. They sealed the system, and no one would have been the wiser. But then the CEC blunders in and starts tearing the planet apart. The experiment was still alive. Kine was right about the hive mind. The marker would contain it, but that doesn't matter now, does it? I have the marker, and this entire system can go to hell. For what it's worth, you did a great job, Isaac. See you around. Or maybe not.
Isaac, Nicole, I need you to help me. Help us. Now! I'm in the flight control room. Please, Isaac, hurry. Please! I love you.
Nicole's still alive? Jeez, it's all happening so fast. Better go to the flight room and see what's shaking. She must have an idea. Why has she been hiding from me all this time? All these questions and more will be answered very, very shortly. Also, there's a thing here I can pick up. Neat. Yeah. Hey. Oh. This thing always pissed me off. It's like literally the lonely one here. I hate this guy. I'm gonna fucking cut your arms off. Even though I used the line cutter on that, really the plasma tool is the best weapon against that. I've been taking care of them wrong this whole time, but I guess plasma ammunition's been scarce most of the time. Anyway, he's dead now, son of a bitch. Take dead.
Isaac? Is that really you? I never thought we'd meet again. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I did. I never wanted to hurt you. You need to get it back now, Isaac. You can pilot the shuttle remotely from here. Make us whole again. Make us whole again.
Alright, well I guess we better get this shuttle back in here. Out of the way. You told me I could do it. Now you're standing in the way. Oh, that's the thing there. It's the blue one. This is for the dumb people, just in case I don't realize what's happening.
What the hell are you doing? You're making a big mistake. This is not over.
Escape pod away, crew shuttle USG-09. Repeat. Shuttle has ejected escape pod.
It doesn't matter. She can't escape her fate. None of us can. Here it comes. I'll reprogram the shuttle so we can fly. So close, Isaac. Now go! Get on the shuttle.
The interesting thing about being able to do this with the NPCs, I don't know if this breaks my immersion, like, more or less than if, like, if it was to hit her and she's like, cut it out. Because, you know, some games they do that, like, you'll hit them in the face and they're like, hey, cut it out, what are you doing? And, like, realistically, they should probably die from it. But they don't, but then that just doesn't do anything at all. So sometimes, like, yeah, I don't know if that's more or less immersive. That's a good question. What do you guys at home think? How do you guys feel about shit like this? Can this... is it... oh, there we go. You have to wait for... see, that's like waiting for a loading screen. That's where... remember how I said this was a bit like Metroid Prime? Yeah, that's all I was talking about. The stupid loading screen doors. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, let's get down to that ship and get ourselves that marker back. And then it's time to finally go take care of business. The business of killing things that are already dead. Actually, that's something I want to talk about in the next episodes. Zombies, and how this feels like a fresh approach to it all. Oh god, no. Oh, they're all still alive. Well, that's That's unfortunate. These guys are jumping around like idiots in here. Ugh, I'm not even aiming very well. You also notice on that guy's tail whip, there was actually a 3D smear. Something effect they put on there to give the illusion of speed. Very, very, very cool technique in there, and somewhat inappropriate at a game like this, but it works really, really well to convey the information that it needs to. Okay, well, we've done that, and I guess we should do this now. Do this other thing. So let's go do that. Let's go do that other thing. Right now, please.
You're doing the right thing, Isaac. We're together now. The way it always should have been. I knew you'd come back for me. Nothing can stop us now.
Alright, so that's the end of this episode. Join me next time as I talk about zombies and I talk about why I'm not particularly fond of the last level. So yeah, join me for the final. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a bit of a like. Let me know in the comments below. I always take that stuff on board. And I'll catch you next time. Have a good one.